Oh, wow.
Yeah, so. Wow. Hi, Elsie.
Hi, nice
Dr.
to
Mary
meet
Beth,
you.
nice to meet you. Welcome. It's your first time here, right?
Yes.
Okay, but it's been a while since you've had an adjustment.
Yes, about 5 years
5
ago.
years, okay. And so we just went through your history. Nothing really significant.
No.
An accident though this year,
Yeah.
earlier this year.
Yeah, earlier
Minor
this year.
car accident.
Super minor.
Okay. So what are you noticing today?
My right hip.
Okay.
And then the middle shoulder. Just some problem areas.
Between the shoulder blades? a
Like
little
in
bit?
between.
Yep,
Yeah,
okay.
no specific.
And then how about the neck?
The neck, just a slight discomfort in this area.
Okay, mostly on the right. Any
The back.
when you're moving, or is there any specific
No.
position?
I guess more like when I'm sleeping.
Okay.
Like trying to find a comfortable spot for my neck.
Okay, what position do you sleep in?
I try to sleep on my back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yes, that's probably one of the better ways. You don't need a lot of supports. You don't need a big pillow because you don't want your head that way.
I do inch.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
you just needed to have enough support to kind of hold all that up, not pinch anything. But okay, so let's take a look at you. Let me see your backside, please. Perfect. Good. So we were chatting a little bit. You are a content creator. You have a small business and you spend a lot of time sitting.
Yes.
A lot of time in front of the computer and
Yeah.
on your phone. Okay. How does this feel back here when I push here? Is there any pain there?
No, no pain.
How about if I push there?
No.
Okay. Yeah, and as I put my hands right on your hips, your right hip is lower than your left. Let's turn and face the mirror because sometimes we can even see. A lot of times, see, you can see with your pants.
Yeah.
Right? And people think, oh, it's just my pants, but it's following your hips. So there's a little bit of that happening. Lower on the right, higher on the left. And what that tells me is that's your pattern, and we all have one, right? So, but that means that this leg, this right leg, sometimes will act shorter. It doesn't mean that you were born with a short leg and you
Right.
need to, to wear a block under your shoe. But it just means that functionally it acts like a short leg. So, and then this one acts long. And then your body will compensate from your feet, your knees, your hips, all the way up through the whole spine to help level out your eyes on the horizon. It's amazing. Our bodies are amazing. They're always trying to protect us. So that's the first thing. So then that makes it like you're working harder to just stand up, right? So, and there was no pain if I push in there or in there. What about in the middle?
No.
Okay, good. How about there?
No.
Good. Okay. And then you also said a little between the shoulder blades.
Yeah, more like upper shoulder.
So
Yeah.
more up here.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's take a look. Yeah. It's a little bit flat here, right? So the back is real flat. This is where we have a curve. So we may need to do some homework here to work there, because then you compensate with a lot of tension right here, right? So we'll look at that. That's not so bad. I'm just gonna take a look at your, let's look at your shoulders. You make me feel a little short. I'm like trying to stand up on my toes. Okay, so that's pretty level. Pretty good symmetry. Like it. Do you work out?
Yes, I do.
What do you do?
I do high intensity training
Okay.
with a trainer
Okay.
about 3 or 4 times a week.
Good for you. So weights, cardio mix? What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not too heavy on the weights, but more cardio.
Okay. And you go to a gym and do that?
Yes. By West Chase.
Any issue if I push down?
No.
How about if I lift up?
No.
Okay, good. So really, I mean, I think I can feel some definite swelling in here. And if you didn't get adjusted after the accident, I imagine that there's still some residual things in there, right? So it's been since March, a couple months, and it wasn't a bad one necessarily. But
No
that doesn't mean
ambulance.
your body didn't take in some of that impact, right? And were you rear-ended?
It was on the side.
Okay, so you're still, and sometimes it's hard to remember exactly because it's very stressful, but there may be just some residual tension in there, and I think an adjustment will really help there.
Okay.
And then we'll look down here. So now we're gonna do a little test.
Okay.
I like to do before and afters, right? So I'm gonna have you come on over here. I have a little ramp. We're gonna do a squat.
Okay.
Let's see, I'll move back here a little bit so we have a little more space. So I'll show you actually first.
Okay.
So we're up here on the block, and what the block does is it just helps us isolate some of the squat motion. And you're gonna come down, and I'm gonna see how low you can go, how comfortable that is, if there's any pulling, any tension, and then you're gonna come back up, and we'll see where things are, okay?
Okay.
You do squats, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like that?
Yep, good. Good form. Any tension, any pulling in the hips, the knees.
No.
And then come back up. Any problem with that at all?
No.
Ah, good. That was actually pretty good form. One more time for me. Let me just track your. Good, and come back up. Okay, yeah, so there is, so that I can see a little bit of imbalance happening. Nothing that you need to like fix in your form. I think we can do that with an adjustment. Okay, stand down. Now the last thing I'm gonna check, stand here, face that way. Good. So I do a little balance test. That's a very crude biofeedback test. Put your feet together. We're gonna just check your balance before and after. Hold that arm up, don't let me push that down. So hold this up in the air and then hold that strong. So it's not bad. I thought we'd have a little more wiggle room. Let's see if I can make that a little easier. This isn't about making your, we're just trying to reset the electric current. So lift up your right heel, just the heel, and then step down. There's a block there. So for right now, we're gonna just pretend like your leg is actually shorter. Hold the arm up there. So does that make it a little easier?
It does.
It does. So what I did was just check your electricity here. So without the block, you're working really hard to stand up. There's a little bit of a short. So I'm gonna go in and find out where the shorts are.
Okay.
So we're gonna work from the feet all the way up. Any questions?
No?
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So on your stomach, face in the middle here.
Okay.
You good? A little nervous?
No.
It's okay if you are. Just tell me.
Okay.
Okay, and you're gonna rest your head down. And then, you know what? All you have to do is relax.
Okay.
And I might ask you some questions. It's kind of fun to get to know people. Our paths might not have crossed otherwise, except for, you know, social media. So
Yeah.
and so tell me about yourself. What do you do for work?
I own a small business called Little Cutie Diaper Cakes. I handcraft and make custom gifts for baby events in the Tampa area, and I ship throughout the U.S.
Whoa, so that's those, you make cakes, they look like cakes out of diapers.
Yes, they're not edible. I do enjoy baking, but not the same thing.
That is so adorable. How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing that for 2 years now. I got a business grant when I first started, and I've been featured in magazines. So
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
How cool. I love that. What gave you the idea in the beginning?
So I kept getting invited to a lot of baby showers,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very creative, so I wanted to bring something different to the party. And one of the gifts I brought was really a big hit.
Okay.
And it was a Mickey Minnie diaper cake, like the Mickey Minnie mouse head shape.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were asking me where I bought it, and when they found out I made it, it kind of gave me the light bulb idea that people would buy something I make.
Yeah.
So I just started it.
That is so cool. Good for you. I love that. I love those kind of stories. Yeah, I've seen them actually at other showers I've been to.
Yeah. I think people are used to the cake shape, and I like to make different, unique shapes, like shapes that people haven't seen.
Okay, so we're going to have to link you on there, okay, so that people can take a look at your creativity. That's so cool. And so what I'm doing here, is that a little sore?
Not too bad, no.
Okay, yeah, because so remember I said it was a little flat here, and then right here was a little more hypertonic. So I'm getting some pretty good reaction, blood flow here. So as I'm doing this, before I adjust you, I'm just trying to bring a little blood flow to the area. Good. Helps make the adjustment last. Good. So how many cakes do you make a week?
It varies. It's very sporadic. It's hard to tell when people are going to be pregnant.
Right.
And yeah, according to statistics, we're at a low.
Right? I did read that.
Yeah. Not a lot of females getting pregnant anymore.
So hence what we talked about, resetting hormones and seeing what everything looks like without any manipulation, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. That's really smart of you.
Yeah, I went to a wellness and they're talking about how it's harder to have kids if you've been on the pill for so long.
Right.
And I want that in the future. So I was like, let me get off of it now.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think that was never tested to be on it as long as people have been.
Yeah.
And it is sort of something to really think about. But right now, what I need to do is I need to adjust your L4. So I'm going to have you lie on your left side, okay?
Okay.
So yeah, just going to face me, bring your arms, legs, everything this way. Perfect.
This.
Yep. Perfect. The bottom leg's going to be straight. Okay, good. Okay, now bring your bum a little closer to me again. Yeah,
like that?
you won't fall off.
Okay.
I haven't dropped anybody yet. Okay. I won't let you be the first. Good. Okay. So, yeah, your pattern. So when I check you when you're standing and then when you lie down and I check your leg length, that tells me where I need to start. So, right there. Got a little bit of, I'm going to move your hand a little bit. Okay. So, nice deep breath. Actually, let me finish what I need to do here. There we go. Good. Come a little closer to me. There we go. Good. Okay. Because I have a feeling you're going to be a little flexible, right?
Yeah.
Very bendy. Breathe in. Good. And let that out. Good. Let that drop. Shoulder back. Let this leg fall. Good. Okay. Let's go on to the other way.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't get as big a noise that way as I thought I would, but let's see. Straighten that. Bring your bum towards me. Towards the edge. Yeah, good. Perfect. I may have to even stretch you further. There we go. Good. Okay. That girl. Good. So really use your arms. Nice deep breath. And let it all out. Let that go. Let that go. There. Good.
Heard something.
Yeah. Me too. Okay, go on your tummy. One more time. Let's recheck that. Perfect. Okay, so let's recheck that. And there. That's much better. So even though we got a little noise on the second one, that was probably more your sacroiliac, the L4 did move and change. So I'm just going to set the pelvis with my activator. That's what you're feeling and hearing. It's an adjusting instrument that makes the adjustment faster than I can with my hands in a very specific way. So, okay, yeah, definitely finding some tight spots. Okay, just give it a little space. Let's do a nice deep breath in. And then all the way out. Good, lift up the chin a little. Good. Really good. Okay, another one, nice big breath. And all the way out. Good, let it go. Excellent. That felt pretty good.
Yeah, that was really loud.
Nice big breath. And all the way out. Good. Let it go. Okay, so you make diaper cakes for work. What do you do for fun?
For fun. I like to travel, make videos. I like to go biking.
Where do you bike around here?
I go Bayshore or Riverwalk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far can you go? Or how far do you like to go?
Like 8 to 10 miles.
Good. Let's go check that. That's a pretty good bike ride. Turn your head, look to the right, please. Good. Back to the middle. All right. So. Where do you like to travel? Where have you been?
I've been at more U.S. states. I like to see mountains, different views, the snow in the winter.
You do?
Snowboarding.
You like the snow?
Yeah, it's first time I saw snow was in 2019.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I grew up in the snow. I grew up in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
I like to be warm.
You don't miss the snow?
No. Scraping my windshield and shoveling. Actually, I didn't mind shoveling because it's very satisfying to clear all the snow, but once, right? Then I want to be done. Turn your head, look to the right. Yeah, the last winter I was there, we got over 100 inches of snow.
Oh, wow.
Heading back to the middle. And that was good. So, much better. Shrug both shoulders. Relax. Good. All right. A little bit still up there. You're doing great. Are you okay so far?
Mm-hmm.
Any questions that you thought of for me?
For the hip, is it mostly due to posture?
I think the posture definitely influences our pattern.
Okay.
It's everything you've lived through in your life to this point, right? So being born, learning to walk, riding a bike, falling off that bike, sitting, sports, stress, nutrition, sleep, posture, all influence our pattern. So that's a good question. So what can we do about that? Well, we can definitely work on our pattern, so to speak, but I'm always thinking about what can I move and how can I get stronger. Okay, we're at the point here. We're gonna turn you on your back.
Okay.
I'm gonna adjust your neck. So turn over. Perfect. So how many states have you been to, do you know? What, are you from here?
Not originally.
Where are you
I
from?
grew up in Tampa. I was born in Bolivia.
Ooh, Bolivia. Wow. So how old were you when you came here?
I was 4.
Okay.
So I lost my accent, but I still know how to speak Spanish.
Nice. I need somebody to teach me Spanish. I really wanna.
A lot of my friends are doing Duolingo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is that you
To
can
learn
it that way?
Spanish,
You can
yeah.
learn it that way? Maybe I'll put that on my list of things to do in my non-existent spare time. Good. You're gonna drop that right shoulder. That's it. We're gonna just nice and easy. Drop your. Good.
Wow,
You're
that
a
was
little-
loud.
You were a little nervous.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Yeah, you were a little tense, but I think that moved really well. So let's just go on the other side. And it's okay. People try to help me every day. Good. So I'm gonna just, there we go. And drop the left shoulder. Wiggle the right toes.
Wow. That was so
It's
loud.
so interesting. Everyone has their own unique kind of cracks. So yours are very deep and dense. And it's like a thunk, right?
Yeah.
So it's a good sound. Okay, so how's the feet? Feet good?
Yeah. You're pretty good.
Let's check your ankles. Maybe I'll check your toes. Have you had your toes adjusted before?
Not my toes, no.
So we just gave you like an inch or so on that side. Should we do this side?
So it just get taller.
Good. All right, you mind if I slip these off?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check your toesies. I'll do this one too. I'm just going to use your sock here.
Oh wow.
Are they sore?
No, I just never had
Oopsie.
my toes.
There we go. You've never had this done?
No, not the toes.
Yeah, so that might be where they're a little bit stiff.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so. And I do notice you have a little bit of a bunion type of a position here.
Yeah.
So one thing you can do is work on feet strength.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your feet are what hold you up, so it's really important. So I like to, and I'll show you when we stand up, on the carpet is just anchor your big toe and then drag it along the carpet. And what happens is it opens up the space between these toes. Try to spread your toes out. See, yeah, and so instead of being able to open up and do that, you're kind of coming this way. So if we practice that motion and I'm able to get you to be able to do that and increase the strength between the first and second toe, that'll help a lot.
Okay.
Let's see, how's this foot side? So this side you can get a little bit more, but this big toe still wants to come straight up. So, and if you get a Charlie horse, that's okay. It means you're doing it
Okay.
right. But we'll work on the strength of the muscle between the first and second toe.
Okay.
Yeah? Because I think that'll help with balancing everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So we did feet, toes. And let me just check your hips because it was your right hip, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just do a quick check of that on the right side. Good. So we're going to hold this leg out. Don't let me push it in. So that muscle's strong. Push this out. Hold that out. Good. So we're here. So your feet go naturally a little more out than they go in, especially on this right side. So let's see what we can do here to help that. So I'm actually going to feel in the femur, the position of the femur. And I think you have a little internal rotation on that right side. So I'm going to use the table. And we're going to just make a little adjustment to the hip. Right there. Good. So nice deep breath in. And let it all out. Good. We'll do that a couple times. Good. Is that right where you feel it sore? Kind of on the front side there?
Yeah.
I remember when we were talking, you pointed to the front. So let's see how that feels. Now you have more on that right side. You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
You can see it.
Yeah.
So let's see if there's anything I need to do on the other side.
It's like the whatever joint in the middle.
You feel it right in the groin.
Yeah, like the connector, like in the middle. It's just like a discomfort there.
And some of what I think you're feeling is this. So this is your femur, right? It sits in a socket like that. It's rolled internally in the socket. So the femur sits like that, and or the femur head sits like that, and then this is your femur. So if it's not sitting in the socket like that, if it's rotated internally or externally, that will affect, and it can cause that pinching sensation right in the middle there. So let's just see.
I noticed myself like trying to do more like hip stretches just to like get it to not feel that way.
How's that feel? You don't have that on that side?
I feel something
You feel in that spot?
in the down here.
Yeah.
Middle
So,
spot.
so let's do a couple drops with that. So you're just gonna feel me stress, drive down. Good. Breathe in and out. Good. Breathe in and out. Good. How's How's that feel?
Feels good.
Okay. Okay, let's come across. Less pinchy. Feel a little better?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and it's okay if it doesn't right away. Things don't always just go away right away. So just what I'm looking for is we got a little more motion now coming into the middle. So that's actually better. Let's just check one more thing. We're gonna check your pubic bone. So bend feet up like so. You're gonna squeeze in and I'm gonna try to pull your legs apart. So just squeeze together. Good. A little weak there, right? So let's try to make that stronger. Push out. Push, 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 push. And relax. Good. Now, squeeze in. A little better, yeah? So you had a little more strength there. Any pinching in there?
No.
Good. Okay, so press out. Press out. Good. Good. I'm giving you a workout. Me too. Okay, squeeze in. Good. Okay, so now let's see how this feels. Relax this leg down. Better, worse, same?
Better.
Good. All right, so let's stand up. Let's see how you feel. You can stand there, it's fine. Good. Let's turn around. Let me see your backside. Look great. Okay. So Bolivia. I'm terrible at geography. Where is that?
It's in the middle of South America.
Middle of South America. Okay.
It's landlocked, no ocean. Second highest
Do you like
elevation.
Oh yeah. So you are kind of a mountain girl.
Yeah.
Good. Let's check your squat. Come on over. Well, that's very interesting. I don't think I've ever met anyone from Bolivia.
Oh,
I've traveled a lot, but I have never gone there.
okay.
What would you say is Bolivia's well known for?
The landmark, the salt flats.
Salt flats, okay.
It's called Uyuni, and it's known to, you can see it from outer space.
Go ahead, go down. And then come back up. Yeah, so you still have a tendency to, you're gonna, yes. And that's gonna take a little bit of practice. Hop down. Let's check and see how strong you are. Put your feet together. Check your balance, and then I'll give you some homework. Hold this up strong. So that feels a little better, doesn't it? Let's just test it. Right foot forward. That's a good stress test. Hold that. Good switch. Left foot forward. So, because we made some changes to the low back and the pelvis. That feels a lot stronger though. So, homework. So I think you were right on track with talking about hip stuff.
Yeah.
So you have no restrictions with anything. So what we want to do is, I'm not a big fan of stretching, but we want to move things, right? So let's start with lifting, going out, and back. And then repeating that. And down. So that's a good place to start on both sides. So even though your primary side is your right side, you want to still do the left side. So we're lifting up, we're activating the hip flexor, we're opening out, challenging the net femur, down and out. So nice and slow, because then you're getting some strength, we're getting some increased mobility in the hips.
Okay.
And that should help, and it shouldn't hurt now that we've adjusted everything. And then the other thing when you're working with your trainer is work on your glutes. You know, it's not about what it looks like, it's about how it functions. And if you're sitting a lot, sometimes that can turn off the glutes. So my basic, is clenching the glute on and off if you're sitting, right? Or get an exercise ball, practice, sit on that instead of on a chair, and then of course with computers, phones, yeah, that's gonna really affect that. I think that is gonna do much better, even though it was your secondary complaint. So your main homework has to do with let's get a little more rotation happening in the pelvis and stuff like that. So how's the hands and stuff with your being creative?
Yeah, they're good.
Let me just check it real quick. Thumb and pinky together. Good. Don't let me pull that apart. Hold that strong.
Oh, wow.
So a little bit. Let's see what happens if we. Did I give you your microphone? No.
Oh,
Yeah. Here, I'll just hook you back. I forget that part of my job. All right, so you notice that was a little weak, a little crunchy in the wrist. Let's see, we can't.
Oh.
Good. Okay, now do thumb and pinky again. Don't let me pull that apart. So,
Perfect.
let's try that side. So people that type a lot or use their hands, I think, hold that. So this side's not as bad, but let's just for fun. Good. Yeah, not as much as the other side, but good.
I'm also right-handed, so I don't know if that has to do. I
Yeah,
use this
maybe
hand
use
a lot
that
more.
side a little bit more. And last thing, good, perfect. I adjusted here. I could feel that down here too. So that'll help. I think we did everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Feel good?
Yeah.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. So maybe what we'll do is we'll have you come back so we can follow up and see how you do.
Okay.
Since it's been a while.
Yes.
And we want to see if you make some changes or if anything else comes up, because sometimes when you start care, something else might come up, and we just want to make sure we kind of follow you a little bit.
Okay.
And so we'll look forward to seeing that. We'll see you in a couple weeks, and like and subscribe. Thank you.